Hello and welcome to KLM Institute. Today, we dive deep into the fascinating world of DNA, often called the blueprint of life, and explore its structure, function, and critical role in genetics and inheritance. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is the molecule that carries the genetic instructions used in the growth, development, functioning, and reproduction of all living organisms. It's found in the cells of every living organism and is essential for passing genetic information from one generation to the next. But how does DNA work? And why is it so important? The structure of DNA. DNA is a long molecule made up of subunits called nucleotides. Each nucleotide consists of three components: a phosphate group, a sugar molecule, deoxyribose, and a nitrogenous base, adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. These nucleotides are arranged in two long chains that spiral around each other to form a structure known as a double helix, famously discovered by James Watson, Francis Crick, and Rosalind Franklin. The strands of DNA are held together by base pairs, adenine pairs with thymine, and cytosine pairs with guanine, creating the iconic ladder structure of DNA. How DNA functions. The primary function of DNA is to store and transmit genetic information. This information dictates everything about an organism, from physical traits like eye color to the function of proteins in the body. DNA is organized into units called genes, each of which is a sequence of nucleotides that encodes instructions to produce specific proteins. Proteins are the molecules that perform most of the work in our cells, and the sequence of bases in a gene determines the sequence of amino acids in a protein, which in turn determines the protein's function. This process of converting DNA instructions into proteins is called gene expression and happens in two main stages: transcription, where the DNA is copied into messenger RNA, and translation, where RNA is used to make proteins. DNA and inheritance. DNA is inherited from one generation to the next, which is why we inherit traits from our parents. Half of our DNA comes from each parent, and this combination of genetic material creates the unique genetic blueprint that defines who we are. The inheritance of genetic traits follows patterns first described by Gregor Mendel, known as Mendelian inheritance. The genes inherited from each parent can be dominant or recessive, which determines the expression of traits. For example, the gene for brown eyes is dominant, so if you inherit a brown eye gene from one parent and a blue eye gene from the other, you'll likely have brown eyes. Beyond Mendelian inheritance, DNA also plays a role in more complex patterns of inheritance, such as those involved in genetic disorders. Mutations or changes in the DNA sequence can lead to diseases like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia. These mutations can be inherited or arise spontaneously. Why DNA is important. Understanding DNA is crucial not only for biology and medicine, but also for technology and forensic science. Advances in genetic research have led to breakthroughs in areas like gene therapy, personalized medicine, and DNA profiling used in criminal investigations. Moreover, the study of DNA helps us understand evolutionary processes. All living organisms share a common genetic code, and by comparing the DNA of different species, scientists can trace how life has evolved over millions of years. The future of DNA research. The field of genetics is advancing rapidly, with technologies like CRISPR allowing scientists to edit DNA with unprecedented precision. This has opened up possibilities for treating genetic diseases, improving agricultural practices, and even bringing about advances in personalized medicine. As we unlock the secrets of DNA, we continue to learn more about the fundamental building blocks of life and how to harness this knowledge for the betterment of humanity. Thank you for joining us at KLM Institute as we explored the secrets of DNA and its vital role in life and inheritance. Stay tuned for more insights into the amazing world of genetics and its impact on our future.